Some of you may know about the shows that I want to make, like Dog Gods and Luke in the Supernatural. When I was in college, I made some of my projects related to Dog Gods, and a lot of my instructors and fellow students liked my ideas. A lot of students asked if I was going to sell my show ideas to Adult Swim or someplace. And my answer to that was always no, because I want to keep my shows independent on YouTube. I would rather make my own company and make my stuff with it than to sell my stuff to another company to have that company make it. I already have Thunder-Stricken Studios, so that's pretty much my film company. When you sell your show ideas to a higher company, they now own that show. And you have less creative decisions unless the studio gives you the do whatever you want card, which is pretty rare. Also, I heard Adult Swim doesn't pay the creators of their most popular shows that much. Also because adult animated shows have a stereotypical, less appealing art style that looks less cartoonish and uninspired in my opinion. So if I did sell my show, they'd probably change the art style to look more like a generic Family Guy rip-off art style. It's a miracle Hazbin Hotel was able to keep its cartoonish art style Pop is known for. Thanks, A24! When I was in college, I wrote an essay about this topic, of why I want to keep my show ideas independent and on YouTube. Now, selling your ideas does have its benefits. For example, when you sell your show, the studio gives you money, and that money is used to produce that show. But honestly, I would rather just save up my own money and create Kickstarters to fund my own show than to sell it to somebody else who could fire me and take my place and make all the creative decisions themselves. A really good example of how, the higher-ups of TV shows can control the creators is the Fairly Odd Parents episode, Timmy TV. It's basically, Timmy has his own TV show, and the guy in charge is like, okay, Timmy, you have to take away this character. Okay, Timmy, you have to do this, because the ratings say so. And unfortunately, he has to make decisions that he doesn't want to make. This is why modern Star Wars is shit. It's because the people in charge aren't making the correct decisions.
George Lucas sold Lucasfilm to Disney, and it was probably the worst decision that he's ever made in his entire life.
Now there is a new threat to shows owned by networks. Tax write-offs. Imagine making the final season of a TV show, wrapping everything up in a bow, completing the story you want to tell, and then the studio comes in and says, oh, this show is now cancelled because we're making a tax write-off to save money. We are going to stop all production and never touch the show ever again. Yeah, that's basically what a tax write-off is. Because if a show gets regularly cancelled, at least it could possibly be revived, like with Family Guy. A TV show being cancelled because of a tax write-off is the worst thing that could ever happen to a TV show. This happened with Final Space, Wile E. Coyote vs. Acne movie, the Batgirl movie. Okay, judging by the leaks and rumors, maybe Batgirl being scrapped was a good thing because I heard Michael Keaton had a very small role, but you get the point. At any moment, the studio could step in and say, we're canceling your show for a tax write-off to save money, and there is nothing you can do about it. There's a lot of benefits on keeping your shows independent. The biggest one being that you are your own boss, and can make whatever creative decisions you like. The only downside is you have to fund everything from scratch. You have to pay animators, voice actors, the band who makes music for your show, etc. By either saving up money or creating a GoFundMe. Unless you're rich. Most people just make a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe right away. But I would rather just save up the money first from my own pocket to work on just a pilot, and then after the pilot is done, then I would make a GoFundMe. So that way it's like, hey, you want to see more of this? You can donate to me, and you can get more of this. You can get more of what you like. But until then, I'm just gonna keep saving up my money. Independent animation on YouTube is doing so much better than corporate companies like Warner Brothers and even Disney. Animated shows put on YouTube like Hell of a Boss, Murder Drones, Lackadaisy, and Digital Circus have millions of views. That is insane. This is stuff that Disney wishes they could have nowadays. The company that killed Star Wars and plays with it like a lifeless corpse. However, that does not mean I won't collab with other companies. If an action figure or plushie company went up to me and said, hey, we want to make action figures and plushies of your characters, I would say yes, because I would love to have action figures and plushies of these characters. If a company were to come up to me and be like, hey, we want to do a crossover, is that okay with you? I would say, it depends. But maybe yes. However, if I did sell my show ideas to a company, I would sell it to only one of two companies. The first company being Amazon Prime Video because they helped produce The Boys, Invincible, and Hazbin Hotel, which are amazing shows with lots of violence. And Dog Gods is going to be very, very violent. The second company I consider selling my show ideas to is Glitch Productions, because they're an independent company that helps produce people's ideas. And also because my name is also Luke, and I've been an SMG4 fan for years. However, if I did sell to Glitch, it has to be 2D animated. However, if Dog Gods was ever 3D animated, it has to be like a Spider-Verse style. And if I do sell my show ideas to one of these companies, then I need full creative control, meaning I can make it as violent as I want. And I need 10 episodes per season. But these are all just what-if thoughts. By the way, Glitch, if you want to hire me as a voice actor, here's my work email. So, in conclusion, I refuse to sell my ideas because I don't want somebody else higher up than me telling me what to do. And telling me what I can't do. And I would rather make my own company and produce my stuff through that company. Peace!